Obvious. I'm only on HRT, 140 milligrams a week.
If you're trying to be an IFBB pro, you know, you wear pros and
It's the same thing. There's no special reason. Do it or don't do it based on if you should do it or don't do it based on your own moral code and your own doctor. Base it on you and your happiness and ensure that you don't break the law in the process. That's how it should be. Together in an hour, it'll get 900,000.
Hola amigos, what's up poppin'? It's me Joe, and I can't even believe I'm here now. I don't even want to believe that I'm making this video now because Greg Doucette and Brendan Harding and Natty or not. Who's Natty or not? I know the best who's Natty or not. This guy's Natty, this guy's not. Laser eye. Holy moly, guys, what are you talking about? You know, it's like, and then I'm always in between. Now it's always including me, all this kind of BS stuff, man. It's not like, I mean, guys, this is why I'm making this video, because I see this video, okay, the truth, who's Natty or not, and I see this and he's talking about me and I'm like, okay, good, keep talking, Brazil. And then I see, like, I randomly come across these videos, bro. And now it's like, hey, they talking about me.
they actually have it. I'm not sure what the exact test is called.
It's called the fat-free mass index, and yeah, it is garbage.
I mean, anyways, we have to say, man, it's like Greg Doucette and they discussing who's Natty or not by what factors. I'm like, bro, guys, what are you talking about, man? It's so easy to spot, like, who's Natty or who's not. Like, you can just see it, but not like by these points or measurements or factors that these guys are using. I'm like, hey, man, it's like striated chest here. This looks like, this is an indicator for, I'm like, bro. So let's take a look what Brendan Harding has to say, because he made the video, right? And it includes actually Doucette and Brendan Harding's both at the same time.
He's known as Joe Aesthetic. Now, personally, I don't know if this guy claims natural, and I think it would be rude of him to claim natural.
I mean, I did a video on this guy and he claimed to be not natural. Then he said he went natural, and now he's on supplements again. And he goes on a tangent saying, well, he looks like this, and maybe he's natural, and he's this way, and then, well, his chest looks good, so he's not natural.
Okay, 1 second, bro. 1 second. I mean, you can literally you should take some measurements that some people can understand. Why would someone be natty or not? Guys, you're talking about this like striated chest, he is shredded year round and stuff like that. And I'm like, how could you say stuff like this, man? You can say the shoulders are too round, like the traps are too big, like there's these muscle receptors where it's like indicators of if someone's taking gear or not, like veins popping too much. This guy's just standing there like he's not even trained, not pumped yet, but he looks pumped already. You can see it in the face of the people, like the cheeks and stuff. You can see it at the skin. You can see it on many different things. And you know what I know? Bro, because I went through all this. Wow! Yeah, man, I went through all this. And I know exactly what happens here, what happens here, what happens here, what happens here. And I've met all the people. I've met everyone. I met the greatest natural guys in the world. Trust me. I met them. I saw it. And I was like, yes, man, I can see it, bro. This is natty, man. You can see this. It's hard to describe. At least you can see if someone is using test route. This is something you can spot easily. Then nowadays, there's a lot of this new coming stuff with SARMs and all these kind of things, man. It's like, who knows about these things? It's obvious to see all the time, because when some people start to take the supplements, it changes and some things pop, like shoulders, they pop easily, the 3D shoulders, okay? Traps, they grow easy. You oftentimes, this is the crazy shit, bro. You oftentimes see these guys, they have nothing, man. This is like the beginners, they start to juice. It's happening all the time, bro. And how do they look? The first things that pop up is the shoulders and the traps, you know? And then they walk around like this. They have no arms, they have no chest, but they have a huge shoulders, like looks 3D, you know? Because the receptors and stuff from these. And it's, man, and then you can see it on the skin of the people. Like it's oily, you know what I mean? It's good skin or not, because, man, I have a good skin, right? So people, they look at even like my skin and they say, maybe the skin is also an indicator. Yes, can be an indicator, but I'm also more talking about the face and everything, you know? It feels extremely different. It feels extremely different. It's nothing you should try, bro. Definitely not. And these guys standing out there talking about who's natty or not, and I'm always in between in these videos, they talk about me, bro, and I know exactly I know exactly everything about me. No one needs to tell me shit, bro. And I have to say, man, I'm not like innocent, man. This is the problem, man. This is the big problem, brother. Like everything is in the past, right? Good. Maybe I don't know what's going on at the moment, but I just talk about the past then. Yeah, and I went through all this. So I can know and I can see and I can tell. And like I said, I met the greatest natural guys. I met the greatest guys on juice, okay? I've seen it all multiple times, and you can see it like on the forearms of some people. Like this is with these veins, it's so hard to describe. Why is it so hard to describe? Because this is stuff like a woman when she gets a child, when she gives birth. This is some pain and feelings she can't share it with you. She can explain it and describe it, but you will never feel it or will never feel the same that she did. The same with this stuff when you're on and off, man. And who went through this? And I mean, and then the people, the question is like, who was looking good natty then? This is the question, you know? And you can look phenomenal, bro, I swear. You can look extremely good natty, man, holy moly. This is why I tell you should just keep going. And this is like, be okay with being a bit more skinny, bro. This is the thing. Please be okay with being a bit more skinny and not that pumped and massive, but still you can be a bit more slim, aesthetic, athletic, but shredded as hell, man. And trust me, it looks so good. It looks good enough. It looks 10 times better than, you know, you don't need to take stuff, if you ask me. Then people, they choose this way, then get information, get the knowledge. You need to know what you're doing. This is like, because people, they're wondering why I don't compete and stuff like that. Yeah, because people, they do stuff to their bodies with these substances. This is just not good, man. This is just really bad. You don't want to do this stuff. And who's natty or not, I can tell. It's more easy to tell by stuff like forearms, who's, you know. I can tell it by myself. You can feel it. How people, they sweat. When someone sweat and the sweat, the smell and all these kind of, man, holy shit. It's getting so detailed. I mean, I don't want to talk about this stuff, but I'm getting upset with that. These people, they make videos and videos on videos and always having me in there, and I'm like, hey man, you guys are so pro and you know everything. Everyone is Jesus out there. Why are you guys so wise? Why do you act like you know everything and stuff? I hate this kind of style that everyone is out there nowadays. Everyone is fitness influencers and everyone is always saying, like they talk like there's no other opinion and there's just, you know, you're just not that good, everyone. I'm not that good either. So leave some space for tolerance and improvement. And like, this is just not the cool thing. You guys still pointing the fingers on others and taking the provocative topics for the clicks. It's obvious. I mean, I see it, the people see it, everything, you know. People see everything. Everything is so transparent, bro. People live in the comments. If I say a single word wrong, people will pick it apart. People will destroy me. Try to shut people, they destroy me. Get destroyed. Brandon Harding's fan army gonna kill me for what I've said and all these kind of things, you know. They coming at you, bruh. Because, you know what I mean? This is just the, hey, why wouldn't you just take nice topics? But it's actually interesting, I have to admit. Who is using, are you using, brother? Who is using? I can tell you exactly who is using. But what does my opinion matter? And all these reaction videos, I can do these reaction videos and I can react on these people's actions, man, and then we can pick them apart, bro. Because there's too many big mouth out there, you know? Not that this is the next thing. Sorry to end this video real quick. There's always to separate between people, they really know what they're talking about, and other people, they're having achievements in their life. Like this Lee Priest and Greg Doucette struggle going on right now. Lee Priest have a crazy amount of achievements in bodybuilding that may still leave the opportunity open that he's an idiot in person, right? And Greg Doucette might be both, but he has education. So there's people that have education, they know what they're talking about in science and everything like that, in fitness, blah, blah, blah. And there's these people, they act like so arrogant, yeah man, I am the boss, because I won everything, I own everything. Bullshit, man, you just had a lot of achievements in this specific sport. You understand? This is why I just don't like when people, they feel like they feel too good. They feel like this level of arrogance and stuff, like, you accomplish something, be proud of yourself, but just don't act like, no, cannot, brother. Adios amigos.